Anyway, was this part 9 or something? Again, stomach muscles are real stubborn, so you got to hit them more often than other things. You got to hit your calves more often than other things. That's what the weightlifters have said that I listen to anyway. The professional type dudes. And I think pretty much everyone knows that the stomach tends to want to not be in shape. So it gets out of shape quicker than other muscles, if you don't work it. But you still got to find a balance. You don't want to do too much on these kind of in between small workouts. So again, you do your cardio. Again, I get on this seated machine. You put your hands on either side and you pedal that motherfucker with your upper body. So you get the blood flowing in the back and the shoulders and the arms and the chest, and depending on what you focus on, if you sit up straight or lean or whatever. So I get the blood flowing that way. So I'm not lifting weights, doing too much. My body still can recover, and I'm just getting the blood flowing through those areas. So I get lower body cardio, I get upper body cardio, and then I'll hit the stomach. Again, most likely the swivel machine for the obliques. I'll do 25 or 30 on each side. Where you're on your knees and you're swiveling the chair or the platform side to side. And then I'll get on the declined sit-ups. I'll do whatever I can do of those, 12, 15, and I might do 2 sets at most. Because again, just a few days ago, I did such a tremendous long workout. So I don't need to do a lot. Then the next day I go and I do workout number 2, which is not as long as workout number 1. And that's basically how I approach it. Oh, something I forgot to add. There's kind of an OCD traditional type thing I do in the gym because I don't look at my phone. I leave the phone in the car. I'm not one of those dudes looking at the phone every 3 seconds in the gym, and Arnold talks about guys like that. Now, I'm not saying there's not any big guys, muscular guys that look at their phone, but Arnold basically says you ain't serious if you're looking at your phone. I can see his point. Arnold's making the point that we motherfuckers weren't looking at our phones in the gym back in the day. We were lifting fucking weights. That's what we were doing. We weren't texting our girlfriend. You know what I mean? we were lifting motherfucking weights. So that's Arnold's philosophy again, and I kind of agree with that philosophy. I really don't want any distractions. I kind of want to focus on what I'm doing and make sure I'm being safe and smart and not going overboard. And taking it to the edge, but not too far. So this is one of the things I do. It's kind of an OCD type thing, and people probably think I'm crazy, but I don't care. I find a pull-up bar or something. There's a few different pull-up type machines that you can jump up, hold onto, and kind of hang. So what I do is I jump up onto a pull-up bar or some apparatus that's meant to hang from and do pull-ups. There's 3 or 4 different kinds in the gym I go to. So in between sets, while I'm supposed to be resting, I walk over to the water fountain. I drink a little water. Actually, no, I do the stretch first. I go over to any pull-up type apparatus and I jump up, grab it, and just let myself hang. Everything gets stretched out. My back, my legs, every muscle, chest, lats, everything just gets a stretch. Biceps, triceps, every fucking thing. I'll hang for, I don't know, 3 seconds. And then let go. And it's just a way to stretch out my whole body. If I have the Smith machine do my chest, I just stand like Jesus Christ with my hands out and in front of the Smith machine and kind of just lean my body in and let my chest get a stretch. I think that's very important in weightlifting. It kind of trains the muscles to get bigger, longer, wider, whatever. I really think that's what stretching is good for personally. It keeps you also more flexible after workouts. So in between every set almost that I do on these 1 and 2 day workouts, day 1 and day 2, 3 days later, In between almost every set, I'm running over to a curl bar, not running, but walking over to a curl bar. I mean a pull-up bar of some sort, and stretching my whole body out. And you can't really do that when the gym's full, but because someone will take your machine or what you're doing. But when it's empty, you can do shit like that, and that's why I love it when it's empty. I get a phenomenal workout when the gym's empty. So I get my stretch timed right, my sets timed right, the order right. It's just better for me. It's not nothing personal against anyone. People are just in my way, and you get annoyed. Anyone does. So there's this kind of stretching routine between almost every set I do. And it also, it lets you know, are you strong enough to hold your own body weight, in a hang or a pull-up or whatever. I can do pull-ups. I just don't want to get fatigued that much and that fast, so I don't do them. I used to do them all the time. It's an amazing exercise for the male body. But again, I'm trying to do a different type of thing where I cover more areas. So again, there's a stretch in between the sets. Again, on the smaller days, the 2 small workouts you're going to do in between the 2 major workouts. There's really no weights or heavy lifting, so there's no need to do as many stretches. I'll still do some. I'll go over and hang and let the stomach kind of, expand and flatten and lengthen. It's good for your spine too. It's a good thing to do. And again, people probably look at me in the gym, they probably think I'm crazy. Why does this guy keep coming over and hanging for 3 seconds? He can't do a fucking pull-up? No, I'm stretching. That's what I'm doing. It might look stupid, but again, I'm not there to impress anybody or give a flying fuck what people think of me. I could care less. Most people are jagoffs anyway. No. You know what I mean? Like, that's not why I'm there, to impress any person. Or fit in or do anything like that. I could care less. I'm trying to get a certain type of workout that I've developed over fucking years. I don't care if people think, ask themselves, why is this fucking guy always coming over and hanging in between sets? Because I'm stretching my whole body out instead of doing individual stretches on the biceps and all the different bullshit. I just hang, stretches everything. Gravity pulls your spine down. The weight of your legs pull your spine down. So it's good. So that's basically the whole thing. When you get real advanced, maybe you're doing 3 big workouts 3 times a week instead of twice a week. So you're really getting 4 workouts total a week in, with rest days in between the 2 major workouts. And if you want to just go in and do cardio and some stomach work, just to supplement your major workouts, to keep that stomach in solid shape. That's how I approach it again. The 2 major workouts for the whole body, where you're getting cross benefits because you're working the whole body. You don't have to do 10 sets on each muscle. The muscles get tricked into thinking, okay, we did more work than you actually did. So it took me a long time to think of every aspect of this. All the different exercises, how to maximize what burns shit the most, what burns your muscles, fatigues them the most and the fastest. So you don't have to do 13 fucking sets. That's basically what I was going for. I was going for it to trick my body into thinking, because of the kind of work I do again, I'm sitting all day, to trick my body into thinking, okay, we're getting a full day's activity here out of these 2 major workouts. And the 2 minor workouts too. I do a lot more, a little bit more cardio focused instead of weight focused. Not too much though, not an hour, not 40 minutes, because then you're starting to burn too much muscle and everything else. And there's another thing I see in the gym sometimes, some larger people that have much weight to lose, and they're hitting weights and stuff mostly. That's a dumb move. None of that muscle's going to show because there's so much fat over it. People like that really need to be staying on the cardio for an hour, that they'd get more benefits out of that. And just moving their own body weight. If they're way overweight, they're 100 pounds over, they're 75 pounds over, just moving their own body weight is going to strengthen the body because you're overweight. So someone that like has some serious extra weight they want to lose, I would really focus on the cardio stuff and not even get into the weight stuff for a while, even though, you know, getting into weights, you'll sculpt what's underneath till you can remove the fat so it shows. But anyway, let me not digress into that. Anyway, that's basically my whole philosophy. I think this was part 9 or something. And I know no one's gonna watch it, and I don't give a shit. And I know I probably bored the living fuck out of everyone. But, you know, it's just a subject I'm interested in, so I figured I'll talk about it. What the hell? What the hell?